Shrewsbury is regularly voted one of the happiest places to live in the UK. Amongst its medieval touch, its elegant streets, its alleyways, its nice shops, this nice little town sits majestically between the Riverside and has a lot of parks, greenery, castles, churches, various different viewpoints, and it does a great job of combining town with nature and scenery. In this video I'm going to show you some of the best things about Shrewsbury and why it's quite understandable that this is one of the happiest places to live in the UK. I couldn't help but notice Shrewsbury got voted one of the happiest places to live in the UK. It's been voted that multiple times. It's always in the top 20, it always comes up. And I wanted to know what was it about Shrewsbury that made it such a happy place. So I went to go check it out and I can safely say I see why. Shrewsbury genuinely is just a pretty place. It's got a very pleasant atmosphere. You've got this old English medieval character about it, combined with modern day. You've got some cobbled streets and all these different alleyways. And it's really, I think the best way to describe it is it's kind of like a mini version of York, if you've ever been to York. One of the good things about the high streets here is they're not dead. A lot of UK towns have dead high streets, loads of empty stores. I mean, yeah, there's one or two empty units here, but for the most part, the high street is thriving. You've got loads of independent shops here, things you wouldn't find other places, and it's really quite charming. Alongside that, you've got a lot of alleyways. You could get lost here quite easily. I kind of know my way around Shrewsbury already because I've been a few times, but these alleyways are really nice, and you can find little things in these back alleys, such as this little Harry Potter shop here, which is hidden. You've got little bars, coffee shops, restaurants, all these funky kind of shops, and they're great fun to explore. I definitely recommend exploring them if you do come to Shrewsbury. Don't just stick to the main high street. Alongside that, you've got churches all over the place. I didn't go into any of them, but they're quite nice to just see dotted around the city. They give a bit more character to the place again, that kind of old English style. And on top of that, there is a castle you can visit. So you get to go into the castle grounds for free. There's a nice view. If you climb up to the top, you get a nice view of Shrewsbury. There is a small museum you can go into as well, and I think you can pay £2 to do like some game where you go hunting for certain symbols and stuff. But all in all, it's just nice to walk around. There's benches. It's a good place to go sit down if you want like a coffee, spot lunch, whatnot. Shrewsbury's also got really nice parks. So the town is basically kind of wrapped around a river, and there's multiple parks around the area. We went to this massive park here. I can't imagine how good this is on a nice sunny day. This is the beginning of March, so there's no leaves on the trees, but you can see that in the height of summer, I imagine this place is very popular, very pretty, and it would definitely be worth spending a bit of time down here. Speaking of the river, there are multiple boat tours you can do around the river. I believe you can hire your own boat, but you can also just do a guided tour as well. There's also loads of restaurants and places to sit out and eat going down the riverside as well as coffee shops that overlook the river from a distance. You can see one here. And of course you can use the bridges and go over the river to check out some of the outskirts of Shrewsbury if you really want. And I can also say, as far as restaurants go, you are not short of choice for where you eat if you come to Shrewsbury. There's so many restaurants, I lost count. We struggled to choose where to eat. If I could recommend anywhere, I'd actually recommend Beefy Boys. They do some of the best burgers in the country. But if you're ever in the Shropshire area, I would definitely suggest coming to Shrewsbury. It's worth stopping by and checking out just for the day. Again, it's a very nice, pleasant town. The people seemed fairly friendly here. It didn't seem like it was full of badly behaved teenagers and reprobates. I'm sure there are some there, but we didn't really see many. And if I was told I had to live in Shrewsbury, I'd be okay with it. I like this town. I can see why it got voted a few times to be one of the happiest places in the UK. And if you're interested in more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.